Are we energy vampires or are we energy donors? Watch this video till the very end to understand to which category do we belong to. Hi, my name is Venugopal and I am your life enhancement coach. I have been in the field of training and coaching for the past 20 years now, and I have coached thousands of students, teachers and parents, and I was in a way responsible for their fun and fulfilled lives. Coming to this topic, are we energy vampires? First, let's understand what an energy vampire is. An energy vampire is an individual who tries to suck away the vital energies of all those people that he comes into contact with. So, you might be asking me, is there any way to understand or gauge whether we belong to the category of energy vampires? And I say, yes, there is a way. There is a qualification to become an energy vampire. What is this qualification? You got to be a PhD holder in gossiping. If you have a PhD in gossiping, you are undoubtedly an energy vampire. On contrary, who is an energy donor? An energy donor is a person who is light within himself and who is the one who fills the other individuals with love, light and laughter. So that's the major difference between energy vampires and energy donors. So let me give you a small backstory of my own life. I used to be an energy vampire quite a few years ago, which means actually at the beginning days of my professional life. I used to get this beautiful satisfaction about talking about other individuals. When I was in my college days, I used to talk a lot about the relationships between a film star and another film star. I used to talk about all the unethical way that a particular politician has accumulated all this wealth. I used to talk about a particular boy and a girl from my class, whether they are in a relationship or not. So I used to always gossip about politicians, about film stars, about all the individuals around me. And then after doing this for many years, I don't know why, I started losing my own energies of my own body. I started feeling dull, I started feeling lethargic. And then after reading a few books and after meeting some spiritual souls, I understood that it is gossiping that has been draining away all my vital energies. I also understood that the person who is gossiping is not only the person who is draining his own energy, but also he is draining the energy of the person to whom he is passing on this information, which means both the people who are talking and who is listening to this information are both losing this vital energies. So therefore, from that day, I have decided that I will not be an energy vampire. I have decided that I will not gossip about people and about situations. So what I did was I started practicing something about which is in coaching terms called as the triple filter test, which has been first advocated by the great Aristotle. So what I did was, with my own experience, I made a little bit of tweaking to the same thing that Mr. Socrates has told, and I'm trying to tell it out to you people in my own style. So there are three things that I have started practicing from that day. What are the three things? The first thing is, whatever information that I'm watching about a particular film star or about a particular politician or about a friend of mine on social media feeds or through one of my friends, I make sure that I check three boxes. The first box, I call it as how much is the validity of this information, or how much true is this information. Before I pass on this information to the other person, I'll have to cross-verify the authenticity of this information that I am actually getting from the social media feed or from my other friend. So the first thing that I started learning to become an energy donor is to cross-verify the information that I got, whether it is 100% true or not. If it is not 100% true, there is no way that I'm going to pass on this information to the other person. If it is only 100% true, it will go on to the next person. Otherwise, it will stop with me. That's the first principle or the first rule that I have put on my own self. Now, the second step is, If the information is 100% true, good. The second step is this information that I'm watching about a particular politician or a film star or my friend something good about them, or is it something bad about them? So you all know that social media and all these days we generally have things that talk bad about the other individuals. So the second thing I do is, if whatever I'm watching on social media is something negative about one particular person, then I'm no way going to endorse that information. I'm not going to talk about that information. I in fact skip that information. But on contrary, this information about a particular politician who brought in a particular scheme and which has helped thousands of people, downtrodden people, definitely I'll try to talk about that information. So I hope you're understanding. We as individuals, we as matured beings have to have the capability to understand whether the information that we are consuming is good or bad. The first thing is whether the information that we are consuming is true or false. The second step is whether the information that we are consuming is good or bad. And thirdly, and the last thing is, whatever information that I am getting from this social media feeds or through my friends, is this information in any way of some use to me? That's the most important thing. Am I getting some sort of spiritual benefit out of it? Am I getting some sort of any sort of mental benefit out of it? If it is giving me some sort of benefit, definitely I'm going to consume that information. If it is not giving me any sort of benefit, why should I even watch such kind of stuff? So I want you people, we all unintentionally, we all unknowingly are playing the role of energy vampires by simply gossiping about others. We listen about something, whether without properly cross verification of the information that we got, whether we are talking good or bad about the other person, or whether the information is useful to the other person or not. We are constantly in this process of gossiping about the other person, which is in a way directly depleting our energies, not only our energies but also to the person to whom we are conveying this message to. Therefore, all of us from today onwards will follow these 3 steps. Number 1, whatever information that I'm consuming from the social media feeds, number 1, is it verified? Is it 100% true or not? The second thing is, whatever information that I'm watching, is it nice, something positive, something talking great about the other person or about an incident? Yes, I'll talk about it. I'll endorse that. The third thing is this information in any way useful for my spiritual enhancement, for my development as an individual? If it does, I will definitely watch that video. If it doesn't, I will not. So 3 steps for a beautiful life. Let us all be light donors. Let's not be energy vampires. Thank you. So for more content like this, I would encourage you people to watch more of my videos that you can see in my own YouTube channel. I'll see you there. Till then, bye-bye.